for no explanation. Nowadays, only playing for themselves. Cause every time I get a sweet, sweet wine, they mix and change the tune again. I just want to party and put up me 2 hands, spread it like an aeroplane, no complaint. Give me the old school vibes, let's make some memories. No one here to mash up the party, just come to wine at somebody. Golden sexy, golden groovy, in the party with me, baby. Golden sexy, golden groovy, in the party with me, baby.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Welcome back, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The time is now 9:28. Here in St. Vincent and the Eastern Caribbean, in case you're just joining us, you're listening to Ari. With me is Roleza, and we have special guest Sean Skarpyon Williams with us this morning. Oh, good morning, Skarpyon. How are you today?
Grand Rising. No morning today.
Grand Rising. We have a member of staff who would love to hear that particular introduction or salutation.
Yes, we have to relearn the way we speak because, the English language is a serpent's tongue, very deceptive. So we got to be very careful in terms of how we speak. So just make ourselves a little aware, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we say Grand Rising because this is what it is. We're not mourning. No. Nobody wish me good morning, please.
No MORNING?
Well, you see, just the same thing. It's the same song. But again, they would have changed it.
This is in person.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I just want a fan right there, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I want to say greetings to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and thank you guys. You guys are the triple tree trouble in the morning.
We are.
Or in the Grand Rising.
Yes, we also have so it's Activated Mornings, yes, and it's 3 of us here. Crystal is also here, but we alternate. Crystal and myself alternate mornings.
Right. So a pleasant good day to Vincentians, those who live in here, those who came back home, and the visitors. We are in the height of Vincymas 2024. I want to big up my big producer, Kamal Archibald, because he's the one who actually set up this thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. And of course he's a member of staff, so I don't know.
So tell us, where did the name Skarpyon come from for those who don't know?
All right, so for those who don't know, it came when my teachers came to me. It was 1989, little baby boy, 1989. You probably wasn't born yet.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, you wasn't born yet. You wasn't have your parents didn't even have meat. Anyways, it looked kind of weird, but it's true. I mean, so when they came to me, they was like, "What do you want to name yourself?" I have a nickname, which is Ancho. That's my other name. Only people who really know me know that name. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So my teacher was like, "Mighty Ancho." I was like, "Nah, that don't sound good." So I remember the 1989 movie Red Skarpyon. I was like, Red Skarpyon, because I really had liked the movie. But then as I grew older, the name changed and would have, take on a different meaning. Mm-hmm. So there's just like how it is spelled Skarpyo. You know what I mean? The musical sting and beyond. So I had a meaning to it. And over the years, I see, where people now respect the brand because they say, "Hey, this Stinger man." I think it was Colin Graham was the first person who actually gave me that tag.
I was wondering.
Yeah. When I was on stage, he's like, "Next on stage, just Stinger man." yeah. So big up to Colin Graham. I think as I said, he was the person who actually, introduced me as the Stinger man Skarpyon. When he was, doing host back in the day and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I don't think he really know, but yes, I'm gonna give him the credit. So and after that, people started to say this Stinger man, And then I was like, okay, that's part of the name too as well. You know what I mean?
All right. So this year makes how many years now that you're
34 years, I think.
34 years.
I mean, you school went grammar school?
Yes.
Right. So what are you asking me? I'm not telling 1989. You're supposed to be.
No, I'm not asking you.
He's a bright boy, man.
I'm not asking
No,
you.
no, just messing with you.
I'm just messing how long you been in music?
Yeah, well, man, since I'm born, because I remember when I was singing home, when I'm going to the mountains, when I'm going in the garden, I just kept singing.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to say it started before me actually knowing. And as I was saying, my teachers were the ones who actually told me, hey, Skarpyon, come.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to represent Evesham Methodist School. I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. So they saw the talent, but I think I was singing way before that. To be honest, I think when I came out, at the hospital, I didn't cry.
You started singing?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. When everybody going, where, I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? So I think, long time.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
But I remember you were part of what was the name of the band?
National
it was
Youth Band.
Right. So give us a little bit more insight on that.
Right. So
because it wasn't just you, several of you came out of that.
Right. So the National Youth Band was just a band that plays, it was like just instrument. And I think Joff, being the musical director for the Junior Calypso competition.
Just Joff Fenner?
Yeah, Mr. Fenner, yeah. He would arrange my music and he watched my progress over the years. And then in 1993, I can remember, I think it was in the afternoon, about to leave school, and Jenny Brown, my math teacher, she was my musical teacher. Our musical teacher came to me and said, hey, you got a call from Mr. Fenner who wants you to join the National Youth Band. I was like, okay, cool. No, first you say to be the lead vocalist. No, that didn't register really. I thought she meant just a performance, because I was involved in Junior Calypso and a lot of community work at that particular time. So I thought they wanted me to just do a presentation or performance. But when she said no lead vocalist, I still didn't get it until when I actually went to orientation at the band and everything like that. Then he was like, hey, we saw your progress and we want you to be the lead vocalist. Man, I was like, I wasn't ready for that, you know what I mean? So, Jeff gave me a song to sing. One of the first songs was It's a Sign of the Time by Vincent and The Man Age. You know that song?
Okay.
It's the sign
Christmas
of the
song?
Yeah.
Christmas song,
Because
right.
it was around Christmas time when I actually joined the band.
Okay.
And then the next song he gave to me was Bob Marley's Jamming.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when they heard my vocals, they were like, yeah, this is the man. You know what I mean? So right there, I started to realize, hey, I have some talent, man. You know what I mean? And then I was introduced to a lot of different other genres. He encouraged me to do vocal training. So that's why I preserve my vocals up to this day, because I have the knowledge of how to do it. You know what I mean? And of course, my songs and melodies and all these things. And Jeff actually taught me how to actually compose, how to make hooks, how to develop a storyline, and how to just be original in what you're doing. You know what I mean? So because of the musical chords, there's stuff. It just teach me so much. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's in a nutshell for the National Youth Band. And of course, being exposed to different different performing avenues, performing for dinners, functions outside in the public, and of course, we had a thing called that was invented by Glenn Jackson. The caroling competition was made popular by him. I don't know if he was a brainchild behind it, but he did make it popular. We used to perform for that as the backing band. Okay. So I got the opportunity to perform in terms of crowd, and you know what I mean. So I got a lot of exposure from very early, even before I started to actually record. Yeah.
And what has kept you in the industry for this long? Because you're saying 34 years.
Fans and passion.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a passion for music because, as I said, without me even realizing that you could actually make a living from this or what it was, I just love music, and I love singing, making up songs, and it was just I was very nonchalant with it until I realized, it was just not too long ago I really realized that the business aspect of music, you know what I mean. So I'm still we call it a late bloomer, you know what I mean. So I think that has its advantages, meaning it preserve your passion and your drive, because now you're not exposed to too much, but you're learning bit by bit as you go along, and it keeps you motivated to be relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I that's how I take the positivity from being a late bloomer. You know what I mean? So it's a good thing.
All right. So you're gonna stick up in there. We have a call coming in. We're gonna.
Right.
Okay.
We
So
just lost the call.
we lost that call. Caller, don't be afraid to call back this morning.
Right.
Now, that was then. This is now. We're in 2024, Vincymas.
Right.
And from my knowledge, you have 4 Raga Soca songs out. Are there more?
Maybe you're probably right.
Okay, because there's Grown and Sexy, Tight Jeans, Greedy Man, and
No Talk.
No Talk.
Right.
Okay.
And then we have you missed some. You missed some of the songs. Then wow, I have to send them for you guys. So we have Hunting Season. You guys don't have that.
Hunting Season is Raga.
Well, no. You're talking about Raga.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. So you're probably right.
Okay.
We have a caller.
Okay, cool.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Skarpyon. Good morning, Roleza. Good morning, here.
Good morning.
This is Kojo. Grand Rising, as this man, man say.
Grand Rising. Oh, you mean?
All the way from St. Vincent.
Right. What's up, man? Everything good? Talk to us.
I hope Suzette listening to this. Good morning, Suzette.
Grand Rising, my brother.
All right. So, you in the soccer monarch this year?
No, I'm not competing at this moment.
Oh,
It's been a while since I have competed.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering if because I was wondering who got the lineup for the soccer monarch.
No.
It seemed like half of them young people I really don't know.
Right. Well, so hence the reason why Skarpyon is not there, because we have to make space and room for the others. I'm not saying that I'm not ruling it out that I wouldn't compete again, but for right now, that's not on my agenda. But
I agree you in one sense, and I disagree in one part of it. Because in truth and fact, I believe that you need room for young artists to come and flourish too.
Right.
But if you don't have a yardstick for them to measure themselves by, I think we do. Because you let go a child without any discipline.
Right.
Child go wild.
Right.
So I think we need some of the older folks who to teach these kids at least stage performance,
right?
The way they carry themselves. Because I watch some artists, they in the park, they dress up in a pants and shirt, and when you see them perform, they say in pants and shirt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is right. But like me competing in a event, I'm really focusing on me. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
but I really understand what you mean. You mean that that if I'm there, they will learn a thing or two. But
that's what I'm talking about.
That's why I may have videos, man. They can watch them. You know what I mean? But I really understand what you mean. But at the same time, we need to set up workshops or there are workshops that kids can go and learn.
I think they have workshops. It's just some people just don't want to attend those kind of workshops. Because I listen to the radio pretty often, and I always see certain kind of advertisements, workshops for CDC and this and that.
Well, so basically, you have the answers, man. Because at the same time, as I said, if a artist is in the business, it is his or her duty to really, go and find, like, how can I improve myself? You know what I mean? Right now, we live in the technological age where on YouTube, you type in anything, how to get ready to go on before I go on stage, how to prepare myself, how to warm up my vocals. YouTube has everything. So I'm just saying there is no excuse really and truly if you want to become better at what you do.
I call it Foreman University.
Say that again, Kojo?
That's what I call you. I call YouTube the Foreman University.
Okay.
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. So send them to YouTube. So kids, go to YouTube.
Or reach out to you.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm always there to
for
give
some
advice.
Guidance, right?
Yes. All right, Coach, I appreciate it, man.
All right, we have another caller. Caller, good morning.
Yeah. So tell Kojo, Fireman is still there. So all those guys could learn from Fireman. While Skarpyon is not there for them to learn too, they could learn from Fireman.
Point.
Fireman boy. Fireman is the longest artist in that Tokomona, 20-something years. Nobody else who was around competing in 2019-99 is there still.
Okay. Right.
Yes, but Skarpyon, the Atlanta-based Skarpyon, and other people like Mazal, Hans John, and Shannon McKenzie, I think they would have been further. Their career should have been further with the material that they put out. If they were Trinidadian, I believe their career might have been, they've been further in their career. Now you could say, yeah, there are lots of Trinidadian artists who are not up there, who from Trinidad and they're not up there. But somehow I feel the material, they haven't gotten a fair shake in terms of the marketing. And I don't know, sometimes I think while there's always exceptions to rule, the size of our population too.
Right.
Because with Trinidad, you have Trinidadians all over the world. I know they've been mentioned all over the world too. But the amount of Trinidadians they have all over the world, maybe in Texas, in Virginia, they'll have shows in all those places, and all those artists from Trinidad will get to go to all those places than just St. Vincent, people going to Brooklyn and Montreal. So, all right, good. I know you're quick to get in there, so I'll listen off here.
Yes. Right. So I'm happy that you say that, caller. You basically know what you're saying, because we have to understand that in terms of population, the demographic of how things are set up, we does not have the magnitude of people out there who are like businessmen or promoters like Trinidad and Jamaica or Barbados. So when we get the opportunity, it's 1 in 10. You know what I mean? So whenever you see an artist, for example, I want to use Kevin as an example. It is harder for us as Vincentian to get that easy opportunity. We have to work twice as hard. Now, I'm not saying our material is great, but we have to work twice as hard and have more luck. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a situation where we have to continue to find avenues and have more persons or business-minded people to take up the initiative to say, hey, I want to be a Vincy promoter over here. So bigger persons like Brunch and Soca, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm just using him as an example for right now. So the opportunities, not necessarily only for artists, but in terms of the brand,
Yeah, but I think one of the challenges of Skarpyon is that for many persons, and I think the first person who comes to my mind in terms of looking at themselves or what they bring to it as a business is skinny. Right? Because I think one of the things is that many of us or many artists look at it as being something that they do on the side during carnival season, etc. But you have to make up your mind as an artist that this is what it is that I will be doing with myself full time and devoting myself to it full time. So I think it's also a bit of a mindset that needs to be changed in terms of seeing that the vessel are the actual business.
Right. You're right. Mindset is really everything, and I want to congratulate any person who go and make a way for themselves as it relates to whatever they do, but there's always a way, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, we as Vincentian, in terms of the setup shop around the world, we really don't have that magnitude like other countries. So like in a situation like the artist Kinney, he would collaborate, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody have that type of drive to do these things or would go whatever the mile to do certain things. Some people will, like myself, I'm a very patient guy, you know what I mean? And I'm getting where I need to be in due time, and I'm a very patient person. As I say, I'm a late bloomer, and I have no regrets about it. But I acknowledge that I'm a late bloomer in everything, because I have other things going on at the same time. Yeah. Now, music is right there with everything else, but I would not or do certain things just because I want my music to be or me to be there. I can't make that sacrifice because I have other things You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I have to take
Which is the point.
which I have to take
point.
responsibility
Yeah,
for.
which is
You
the
know what I
point
mean?
that I'm making as well. Too.
You know, so instead of me going out like 6 months at a time,
Mhm.
I can't do that. I got 3 boys and a family, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So and really and truly, I really don't want to sacrifice too much and ignore them because
Right.
I'm trying to make a point with my music or whatever.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, while I'm pushing music 70% or 60%, I have to do this other part, 40%, and still balance the music and still have, you know, be able to be there to grow my kids and be a father. You know what I mean? So I don't want to.
It's a balancing
Yeah,
act.
I don't want to regret anything
Yeah.
when I get older. So I'm really trying to see how well I can put things into perspective. But music is on the top of my, you know what I mean, the things that I do and what I love. So, you know what I mean? I'm just saying everybody had different weight and you know.
things going on. So yeah.
Someone on the live sending greetings from the Netherlands, and we also have Jace who's saying big up Skarpyon, the first man that wrote for me, still a mentor.
Yeah, big up yourself, my brother. Yeah.
So do you impart guidance and knowledge to other
What you mean?
younger artists?
What you mean, man? I mean, without even trying, you know what I mean? I get not bombarded. I get respectable calls and you know, and every time, even sometime, like I'm here in St. Vincent and we meet up with the youngsters and they come to me and I will like, you know, say, hey Scarp, I sing this song and then what do you think about it? I get that all the time. You know, even I was talking to this artist who is considered a seasoned artist, and every time he make a song, he always send it for me just to make a review. And you know, as I said, right, mentor, and the list goes on, man. I mean, I've been putting in the work when it comes to that. You know, I give back. Giving back is it should be part of your something of your, you know, your resume as an artist when you reach a certain level, because you don't want to die with the knowledge, because someone gave me the knowledge as well, you know. Yeah, and you cannot be selfish in this industry, because the reason why I'm saying that you can't be selfish, the industry is not a selfish industry, because you have listeners, you have radio announcers, you have DJs, you have promoters. So, you know, sometimes you really have to input balance when it comes to, you know, being a part of the industry. So, I mean, yeah, man, the knowledge that you have, you should really share it, because it's the best thing to do.
Well, we have roughly a minute left because time is into our friend today.
Yes.
But what are you looking forward more, sir, this season?
Well, for people to really enjoy the music and also to respect the fact that, you know, every year artists would come and, you know, make songs so that you could enjoy yourself. So promoters, you need to respect the artists. Everything is not about, you know, just having a good time. You must display what this season is about. So you're talking about, you know, people may have events and they don't have an artist on the event. You know what I mean? At least
live performances, you mean?
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
I mean, this is what this season is about, actually. And without the artists, the DJs, them cannot play music. You know, and listen to me carefully before everybody take me around. I'm just saying, just think about it. That's why I say you cannot be selfish in the industry, because they take the artists to come up with a song to go to the studio, and they take the studio to produce that music, and they take the radio station to play the music, and it takes promoters to hire the same artists who made the song that went into the studio. So whenever there's monies involved or businesses, you have to always remember that all these components play a role. And you're talking about the festival, again, it boils down to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, meaning that we represent the country. So we need to understand that whenever you do something from that little idea, before it come tangible, we are representing St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know what I mean? So just think about that. All of us need each other. You know what I mean? And we must never try to count nobody out. And if you work with somebody and the song win, there is a percentage. You know, so for the young artists who think that when you win a Soca Monarch or you win a rural competition, that you shouldn't get the producer no money. The producer need to get his percentage, because it takes a collaborative effort to create what you just create.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So again, you need education so that we could have a better understanding and more respectable, more mature reasoning and understanding in our society, in our community, and in the business industry, instead of us trying to just be aggressive and trying to fight and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, thanks a lot for sitting down with us. We are looking forward to you performing this season at, well, believe both private and CDC events.
Yes.
And the songs to look forward to, and you tell me if I'm missing any.
Right.
And the Power Soca Horn in season, Miss Riding Hood,
Right.
And in the ragga scene, we have Grown and Sexy, Tight Jeans, and Greedy Man.
Yeah, man.
Anything missing?
And No Talk.
And No Talk, sorry.
By Mason.
And
Yeah,
No
yeah,
Talk.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. And look out for the album, you know.
Mm-hmm. When you dropping the album?
The album coming in summer. We in summer, right? We in summer.
We almost say.
Yeah. So look out for the album, and you know, persons who follow me, you know, you will get the update. And it's called Just Soca.
All right.
And other performances overseas as well.
Yes,
For
yes.
right. All right. So
Yeah.
where can they find you to find where they could track you down?
You could track me down in Beckway this Friday,
Mhm.
which is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Right. The Queen Jury. Then you find me at Extreme Experience with Patrice Roberts, one of the local talents. You check me at H2, and there's some other events, you know,
But
CDC's events.
If they go to your social media
find me at-
pages, they can find where all you'll be performing.
Yes,
Right.
Skarpyon, man. Just go and type in Skarpyon. Skarpyon. This thing, man.
This thing, man. All right. And that was our interview with Skarpyon for today. Skarpyon, we wish you all the best for this season.
Thank you.
And you said you've been in the industry for 34 years. You look
Something
like
like
you are 34.
Yes,
So, yes, you came
So
out
start
singing.
one. Yeah, I'm
So
not
you
very
did come
honest,
out singing.
Yeah.
All right. So we wish you all the best. And
Eat
thank you
right, you know what I mean?
thank you for being here with us on Activated Morning.